Good morning to your market report on Wednesday, June 29th, live with Brenda Kilhofer. How are you today? I wanted to do things just a little bit differently today. Oftentimes when I'm talking to buyers or sellers, I use terms that they don't necessarily understand, and I'm sure that you as the general consumer hear those same terms and you're wondering, what is this person talking about? Well, the term that I'm going to go over today, since I'm shooting live from the subject property of a BPO, is the BPO. What is the BPO? It is what we call a broker price opinion. Banks, lenders, and asset management companies utilize the services of real estate agents like myself to value properties that are either getting ready to go onto the market because they've been taken back by the bank as a real estate owned property, or it's a property that maybe is being looked at for a loan modification or a short sale. So consumers, if you're involved in a loan modification or a short sale and somebody says to you, well, the BPO has to be done, now you know what we're talking about. It's the broker price opinion, and somebody just as harmless as myself would be coming by the house to take pictures of the front and the street and your address. So that's what the BPO is about. And in this case, today I'm shooting live from the subject property of a BPO that's due to one of those companies and will soon be coming out as a bank-owned property onto the market. This particular BPO is what we call an interior BPO, or for this company they call it a CMA, a comparative market analysis. So without any further delay, let's jump on into our market report for today and what's happened between yesterday and today. Let's see, we are looking at 15 new listings that came into the MLS system in the city of Goodyear last night. Now, something that's a little different about this today than has been is I've noticed that 7 of those new listings are all from new build or new construction homes. And I think that's a good sign for our market because, for so long, so many of the builders really weren't doing a whole lot. We've got homes from Beazer, Ashton Woods, and T.W. Lewis, all new to the market today. That brings our total active MLS listings to 673 that are in the MLS system. And still approximately 220 of those listings are under contract in some way, shape, or form. Now, the under contract average list price is at $144,052. Those that aren't, or the total cumulative average list price of active listings is much, much higher than that, and it's $193,660. Both of those prices are down a little bit from the numbers that we've been talking about over the last few days. Those that are still sitting on the market, their average days on market is sitting at about 118 days, while those that are under contract are sitting at about 136 days on the market. Our pending sales is at 285 properties with an average list price of $156,081. Now, in contrary to what we saw in the active with contingency, the pending sale prices are actually up a little bit from the numbers we've been talking about, and the days on market for those pending sales is actually down. It's now at 95 days on the market. And our closed sales yesterday, Goodyear agents closed 13 properties in our city, and the average sales price of those properties was $147,378. Now, the average list price on those was at $150,263. Both of those numbers are down just a little bit from the numbers we've been talking about over the last few days. However, if we compare those to last month, they're up a good bit. And then our average days on market is sitting at, for our closed sales, is sitting at 106 days. So that's probably the best indication of what a house that's priced right should sell in the market today. If you're looking for activities this week, I'm going to post them all on my website, but a quick snapshot tomorrow At Peter Piper Pizza, there will be AYSO soccer signups, superhero story time at the Avondale Library, and a Ronald McDonald show at the Sam Garcia Library in Avondale. And in Litchfield Park, they have a morning movie at the park, and they're going to be doing that all week on Wednesday mornings, or all month on Wednesday mornings. Thursday mornings, I apologize, is the morning movie. Babies and Tots are going to meet in Buckeye. There's a writing class in Youngtown. And then back to the Nature Center that we talked about yesterday. We've got Healing Through Desert Plants this week. We have a telescope hike at night in Goodyear on Friday night, a First Friday bike ride in Goodyear, and meeting a buffalo soldier at Estrella Park. And then also watching snakes eat and learning how plants and animals survive in the heat. So there is a ton of wonderful activities, educational and fun, that you can take your kids, your family to, all throughout this next week here in Goodyear. And I will see you tomorrow morning with Thursday's Market Report. Thanks so much for taking the time to join us each day, and I look forward to seeing you in Goodyear.